SICAP programme, we're delighted to work with the local community group, Deel Arts group from Askeaton this year to put together a art-based and craft-based programme called Féile Laindéir. We worked with them to bring in new people, which they were really interested in doing, to expand their own membership, and I think also to allow new people to avail of the joys that they had from their programme and the work that they do. So over a 4-week period, we worked with the facilitator Rachel Granger together with the members of the Deel Arts group and new people that came along. We had a group of 10 people who participated in designing and making their own lanterns using willow and tissue paper. That new skill they are very, very interested in, and in fact they're going to bring it back to their wider group at some stage and demonstrate those skills to more people within their own grouping and their own locality.
The reason I joined the art group was I needed a get out as a single parent of 2, a boy and a girl, and I said, rather than climb the walls, I'd paint the walls. I'm doing the course here in River Deel, and I find it very therapeutic, and I'm going through kind of a tough patch, so I said it'd be nice to come out and actually do something that I like. So I said I'd come along, join the group here, and I thought it was brilliant, and I hope to get lots more of them.
This course was brilliant because it just happened when we were all a bit low from this pandemic, and we got an awful lot out of it. Now, I even did things I thought I'd never do, stick things with masking tape, you know, little bits of willow, which I found very difficult initially because I'm not very good with my hands. I'm good at painting and stuff like that, but I'd never think I would be able to do that. But for my confidence, it was really brilliant. And I'd love to do something else in the near future.
I found out about the course through Facebook. I've never done anything like this before. I learned a lot from it, and I intend to start making my own few bits at home. So I would like to continue to learn or to doing more courses in the future.
I'm Rachel. I'm an illustrator and designer and creative practitioner, and this one was all about teaching how to build willow lanterns. So we looked at the construction of it, how they could build the frames, applying the tissue, and we talked a lot about design and creation, so everyone could create their own lantern. So everything was unique, as I believe as a practitioner everybody's creativity is unique. So we also had the building of the form and the decoration, and bringing that to arts group within the community means that they can go on in the future and use the skills learnt to then build their own lanterns for other community projects, if they're doing parades, if they're doing floats, or just purely for decoration. As a group of adult learners, I felt it was really important for them to develop their own creativeness, and so we did make sure everyone got to build their own lanterns and design it from scratch, rather than me coming in and doing a paint by numbers exercise and everybody just following the same model. That way people get to stretch their imagination, they get to learn new skills quicker because they're having to think for themselves more on how things are going to be built and how it's going to come together, with me being on hand to be able to assist them where they're needed.
The lantern course was really interesting to do. It was something very different. The instructor was very clear, and it's nice to be able to make the lanterns, but you know how to work the willow, so you could attempt other things yourself at home now that you know how to use it. It would have been nice if the course was that little bit longer, but it was very, very enjoyable, and would be nice to redo. A lot easier than I was expecting to do, and get somewhere. You could see where you're going with it and get to the end of it and have your end product.
I heard about this workshop
through West Limerick Resources. So I've done other courses before, but I decided this was different with it being a lantern workshop, so decided I'd give it a go. It's brilliant. I found it really educational and different, you know, especially through COVID as well. It was all social distancing, obviously, but did find it very helpful, especially through working with girls. It was very friendly.
I started with West Limerick Resources doing a sewing course a few years ago. Then I saw advertised about the lanterns making, and I thought it would be a very interesting class to take. So I've really enjoyed the class making the lanterns. I've made a unicorn. I would love to do another course in this, making something a bit more adventurous. But we are being given stuff to take home to make another one at home. And only for Paddy Kennelly buses we wouldn't be able, and local link buses, we wouldn't be able to get here at all because we're back in Newcastle West and travelling over here to the Rathkeil House Hotel. It's a bit of a distance when you don't have a car and everything, so West Limerick Resources were great at providing us transport and everything for coming over.
When it was suggested that we do a course in Rathkeil, I was up for it straight away because I'm a creative person. And I found when you're at home, there's so many other things that disturb you. You can't get down to it, and then somebody rings the doorbell or the dinner's to be got. And I do think being creative, if you don't get time at home to be creative, you've nowhere for that outlet. And for mental health, your mental health, I really think we need something like this.
My name is Anita. I'm chairperson of the Deel Art group in Askeaton. We are a group of like-minded people who came together years ago through a community education programme. We are definitely a community group. We exist really to support group members and to further education through art. That is our main manifesto. We love working with West Limerick Resources because they give us the support we need to support our members. It's not easy running a community group in a small village. It's not easy running a community group when you have no funds. So for something like West Limerick Resources, it's totally and utterly invaluable for us to have guidance. And of course, guidance we've had in buckets from them. We love having new people come on board with us, not necessarily to join the group, but just to participate in what we do in our courses. We are very much aware that there are people out there who don't get to go out very often, and we are aimed mostly, but not hugely, towards adults. I believe fully that adults should learn something more all the time. A lot of the adults from say the 40 upwards, there's not much available for that age group really. And we also find that the older age group have never had an opportunity to do this kind of learning. The education mightn't have been huge back in the 70s and the 60s. Yeah, we're all about adults and to bring them into the fold. And look, if you did nothing else but just had fun, that's really what we're about.